What's up, guys? Very excited because today I'm going to show you this free Amazon product research method without any paid tools whatsoever. So if you're strapped for cash, you just don't want to pay for any tool like Helium 10, Jungle Scout, Viral Launch, any of those tools, you can literally use this method today, right now, and start analyzing potential products and product markets on Amazon for free. All right. This will be pretty brief. Before I get into it, really quickly, be sure to check out the description of this video because that's where I'm going to have a lot of links to things that I cover and kind of a summary of what I talked about here, as well as a lot of other great free and paid resources as well if you ever do want to pay, including my 17-hour Amazon FBA masterclass, which is literally, you can get it right now for literally less than $20, as well as a lot of other great resources and other paid tools that I use in case you're interested in those. And lastly, if you like the video, I'd really, really appreciate, seriously, giving me a thumbs up, hitting the subscribe button, and just leaving a comment. It could be a nice comment, it could be a nasty comment. I really don't care, and neither does YouTube's algorithm, kind of. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So, first thing you want to do is create either an Excel or a Google Sheet that looks something like this, okay? And I'm going to show you how to fill this in and how to be able to fill it in with data because on your own, you wouldn't be able to. Excuse me. So, number one is the ASIN. If you're not familiar with ASIN, that's basically the unique identifier. It's an alphanumeric code that uniquely identifies products on Amazon. It's kind of like their the social security number of Amazon products. Best way I can describe it. So that's the ASIN. This is just the different product. You can include a link if you would like to that product. I'm not going to be filling this in, but in case you want to, I just want to kind of show you all the options here. Review quantity, so how many reviews, review rating, obviously, 4-star, 5-star, etc. The price point, and then based on this information or price point BSR, so best sellers rank. Every product on Amazon has what's called the BSR or best sellers rank. Basically, when you create a product on Amazon, it has to go in a category, right? Amazon needs to kind of categorize it, kind of like what shelf is this going to go on, right? Because over here we've got food, over there we've got DVDs. You can't put DVDs with food and so forth. So what category you're in, every category has a best sellers rank. So for example, in what would be a good example? Well, anyway, outdoor products. There's like a number one bestseller of outdoor products on Amazon, and Amazon actually keeps track of a bestsellers list. The lower your number, the better, right? Number one is better than number 60, right? Or a number 1,000. So BSR is a great way to kind of estimate sales and revenue, which is what we're going to use, okay? And I'll show you kind of how to do that in the video. Try to keep it brief, and let's go ahead and look at an example now. So I've gone ahead and gone to Amazon, and we are looking at the, I just went to Amazon, typed in the product idea, which is soap molds. Now, wouldn't necessarily recommend this product, just using this for example purposes. And what we're going to do is these are the top search results. So this is the first, over here on the right is the first organic search result. As you can see, these are sponsored products, okay, right here, which I don't care as much about. So we're going to go ahead and start with this, okay? So if you'd like, you can go ahead and open this separately, right? And then also, I just want to note this as well. This is free. So Helium 10 has a free Chrome extension. There's nothing paid. It's not a free trial. It's free for life. And there's certain, if you want to pay to upgrade a certain functionality, but you can use the free options that are awesome. That's how I'm seeing some of these details here, which are really, really helpful. It'll help you kind of move through this really quickly. This shows me the ASIN. It shows me the overarching category. This is what we're interested in. So the BSR it's ranked, it's a 3,456th bestseller in home and kitchen, which actually isn't bad. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get this ASIN here. Otherwise, if you didn't have the Helium 10 Chrome extension, which is, again, is free, you'd have to click into the listing to kind of find this information. So this makes things really helpful. So we're going to go back to our Google Sheet. There's our ASIN right there. If you want to include a link, you can. I'm not going to do that right now. So link, we're going to skip that. What do we got? Review quantity. Okay, so we scroll down. We see we have 542 and 4.7. 542 at 4.7. 42. Oops. Doesn't really matter because this is an example, but let's get it right. So price point. Oops, that's for later. So price point. Oh, that's for later. So $13.55 is the price point. So let's go ahead and write that in here. Sorry, I'm trying a new setup, so this is super awkward for me. All right, so we got some of our initial data in here, and now here is the most important piece that oh my gosh, I keep clicking on that. I don't know why. Okay, back to here. So now we just need the BSR. So I went back on the Amazon page to the same product we were looking at, and now I want to copy this BSR. So I'll just try to copy this right here without clicking. So let's see if that goes ahead and pastes There's our BSR. All right, so we have all the data here. Now, the really important question, right, is sales and revenue, because we're trying to, obviously, when we're doing product research, we're trying to identify, well, maybe you're trying to identify, like I am, markets or opportunities or categories where there is relatively high demand with relatively low competition. So I can kind of gauge one of the metrics I use for competition. One, I look at a lot of sellers' external traffic. So if I go in this category, I'm going to be competing against a lot of these products. Do these brands, or these sellers, I should say, not necessarily brands because they may not have a brand, but these sellers, do they have a strong Instagram presence, Facebook presence, off Amazon presence, Shopify site, right? Do they likely have and are utilizing a large email list? That's one thing that I look at, one aspect I look at, or some data that I look at in terms of competition. I also look at reviews, because if I'm starting off with 10 reviews, it's going to take me a while before I'm going to be able to compete with someone who has 1,000 reviews or 400 reviews or 500 reviews, right? One key, obviously, in what you want to do in anything is figure out how can you become better, or better either in better at the same thing or better at a different thing. Solve an unsolved problem, basically, is what you want to do, and be the premium product doing that. So that is, that's your objective. And again, that will help you out. But still, I still like to look at reviews. So if all my competitors have solid review ratings, they have a lot of reviews, and they have strong external traffic. Even if they don't, this is enough for me to be like, I just don't want to mess with it. I don't want to mess with the headache. I want things that are super easy, very low competitive, that I can just keep launching. And because for me, I don't care as much about profit as I do about headache. Okay, so it really depends on your objectives. I know I kind of went down a rabbit hole there. We'll go back on track right now. And yeah, so going back to the product, right? To complete this row here, we would take our BSR for this product, and then we'll go to where I already went before, which is the Jungle Scout Sales Estimator. Again, completely free. I believe there's unlimited uses, so it's completely free. And how it works, and I'll include a link to this in the description below with a lot of other great stuff. You enter in your rank, your country, okay, that you're selling, like your marketplace, and then your category. So this is very important, okay, guys. So when you're looking on Amazon, you'll notice that a lot of sellers are listed in different categories. When you're creating your product, just as a side note, very important, when you're creating your category, figure out what works best for your product. Don't just copy your competitors. There's a lot of other gurus and people in YouTube videos that I've heard out there, people saying, find top sellers and copy what they're doing. Not necessarily at all. Figure out what works best. Amazon develops new categorization. So some options may work better. Also, I was recently about to launch a product, or I was considering, I should say, launching a product in one category versus another. And the Amazon FBA fees were a difference of, I think, 2%. It was like, yeah, I forget what the percentage was exactly, but it's like a 2% difference in Amazon FBA fees, which can add up to actually a decent amount of money over time. Okay, so look at Amazon FBA fees for different categories, and then also figure out what works best for your product. Don't just copy competitors. And you'll notice, again, 40% of sellers on Amazon are Chinese, and not being racist or anything like that whatsoever. A lot of these Chinese sellers do not know how to market, and that's just kind of the way things are, right? And if you disagree with me, you can comment that below. But I'm not trying to cause any. You get what I'm saying. So we'll go ahead and choose the category. Oh yeah, we have to go back, find the category. Okay, home and kitchen. Going back, choosing the category, which is home and kitchen. Okay. So we got our seller rank, this country, and our category. So we'll go ahead and calculate the fees, calculate sales. And there we go. So this is an estimate that Jungle Scout uses their algorithm to kind of base sales off of. So we're going to go ahead and copy that. That's the best that we can get. It's better than just trying to guess on our own or just not having any data at all. And this is how a lot of tools work. And just it's something for you to know kind of how they function. Jungle Scout, Viral Launch, Helium 10, they all have algorithms that, and this is what I believe, they all base their algorithms on BSR along with other factors, but really strongly, heavily weighted in the bestseller rank. So I think all tools except for one, the only product research tool that I know that doesn't do that is Seller Tools. Seller Tools somehow, which I don't know how, is able to know the exact sales volume. So this is an estimate, okay? That's just the point that I want to make. This is an estimate. Most tools do estimate, and they're pretty good estimates, okay? They're pretty accurate overall, right? But that's why you want to collect a lot of data. Seller Tools is the only tool that I know that claims to actually be 100% accurate in regards to sales. I don't know how they do that, but it's super. If that's true, that's a game changer. That's huge, okay? So just something to keep in mind. So that's sales, and then revenue, obviously, right? So revenue is just a function of price and sales, right? We sell 2,130 units by, $13.55. So that's an estimated monthly revenue too, by the way. That's monthly revenue. So I'll just go in here and do monthly sales, and we'll do monthly revenue, right? And there we go. And what you can do is just kind of go through here and just reformat everything just to make sure everything looks nice, right? Not super ugly. I'm just a little bit OCD on that stuff. Okay, there we go. So there. So this is ASIN 1. So you'd want to do this as many as you would like to do. Go back to Amazon, right? So we went ahead and did 1. You go through and go 2, 3, 4, and so on, kind of maybe down the first page. And that'll definitely give you an understanding of the market as a whole and really kind of help you analyze at the end, kind of, you can filter the results, right? You can organize by revenue or by review quantity or whatever you want to do, right? And just kind of look at the data, and this will really help you. And again, it's completely free, no paid tools whatsoever. But as you can see, it does take some time to do. So what I would recommend doing is trying this out. And if it's really taking too much time, consider getting a tool. Not only will paid tools, what I found, save you time, they will also provide a lot more rich data. Specifically, my favorite product research tools are Helium 10 and Viral Launch. There's links to those in the description. I'm not trying to push those on you. I'm just saying, just something to consider. I have promo code 50% off for Helium 10, 15% off for Viral Launch. Those are both down there as well. But again, try free first. Always go free first before you go paid. See how it works out. If this works out well, keep doing it, right? And if not, maybe give one of these tools a 1-month try, right? That's just what I would recommend. But yeah, this is just a method. It can be really, really helpful, very powerful, completely free. And if you like it, I'd really appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up below and hit the subscribe button, because I got a lot of other great videos for you coming very soon and already on the channel. And also comment below, right? If you found it helpful, let me know. If you did not find it helpful or you have anything to add, you can also comment that below, whatever you'd like. I'm here to help. And I hope this was helpful. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.